Look, boo-boo. Say hi. Babe, is it crooked? Are you sure it's not crooked? Hey guys, welcome back, babe.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I first want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all of that. I have not been uploading like I told you guys I would throughout the holidays, but I just needed a break. Babe, I just needed a little break. The year was crazy for me and I just couldn't do it. So, actually, wait, pause. You guys know what I'm going to say. If you're not already subscribed, press subscribe down below. Pause the video if you have to. Press subscribe and then press the bell notifications link so you know when I'm posting a new video. Without further ado, I have a guest today. And I figured since I wasn't uploading over the holidays, I will bring you guys a juicy video. So, for one, this is Cory. Many of you guys who follow me on Instagram already know that this is my boyfriend.
Hello.
And he's here to lie to you guys and tell you guys how we met. Everyone's been asking for a how we met video, and I figure since I've been slacking, why not bring back with a juicy one? So without further ado,
I'm gonna let her start it so y'all can hear her side, then the truth will be next.
the truth?
The truth.
No, don't start.
Oh, okay.
So guys, where do I even begin?
I mean, you could begin with the...
Oh! So to start off, where do I want to start? Okay, so back when I moved to Dallas, you guys already know, I have been in Dallas a little over 4 years, maybe 4.5 years now. I moved to Dallas in August of 2015. In 2016, I discovered this man on Instagram. And I followed him. I was single at the time, so I was like, oh, he's cute. Who's this? So you guys, everyone knows about the Instagram game. You never even follow. Like, you just like a few photos so they could come back and do the same thing. I even followed him. I followed him and like 3 to 4 pictures and pretty much sat back and waited. Like, of course, after dissecting his page and going through all his pictures, I sat back and waited, and he never came. He never DM'd me. He never... I think he might have liked pictures back, but it's kind of like you do the back and forth for a little bit before this person's supposed to slide in your DMs. He never slid my DMs. So long story short, I unfollowed him after a while, and I was like, well, that didn't go anywhere. So bloop, next, unfollow. And he would respond to my stories here and there, like, LOL, so funny.
Yeah,
oh my God,
that counts.
So funny. That is not sliding.
Counts.
That is not.
I tried to let you get through your story. That counts.
Babe, no.
It's supposed to be like
that's not saying anything. He's like, LOL, so funny. Same.
Y'all know if y'all really
then
like
you just
somebody,
respond back.
Y'all gonna say something that keep the conversation going. But continue.
I did say stuff back, and then that was it. So, yeah, so he never really said anything worth what's up with it. So I was just like, well, next, that's fine.
Just any old body, huh? Trying to show you some respect.
You did, but you didn't say oh, let me take you on a date or
I mean, I was trying to ease into it. I didn't just want to be like,
babe,
yo, what's
for 3
good?
years?
What's good?
For 3 years?
What's good? You trying to chill?
Exactly.
You trying to chill?
No,
and then
that's not how you say it.
Exactly. And it's, nah.
Can you wait till you get to your story?
Go ahead. Get to yours.
So he never slid my DM, so I was like, okay, whatever. Whole entire years went by, and
it was 1 year.
Babe, it's 2020 in a second.
It was 1
years went by,
It was 1
and we still never said anything. Long story short, ran into him out, and he is friends with, you guys remember Jess in the previous video? He is close friends with Jess's husband. So we all went out one day, and that's where I met him. I rode with Jess and them. We got out the car. He was there. He was a part of our group and gave everybody a hug. And then he gave me the Hey,
My
hey.
first time really meeting her. I
The
didn't
church
realize.
hug.
I
He
didn't
gave me the
realize.
church hug.
I didn't realize who she was at first. She just looked familiar. So, you know, I saw my people there. I dapped everybody up whenever I saw them. And then she was there, so didn't want to be rude. Gave her the
Church hug.
nice. Okay, nice,
Hey, hey.
nice to meet you. How you
Yeah,
doing?
that was
Okay.
it. That was it.
Yeah, the nice, respectable hug.
That's true, but I'm just saying. So he gave me the church hug. We went in or whatever, and everybody was chilling. I didn't know everybody at the table, so I was just like talking to people. So I went over to him and his friend, and I was like, "Why aren't you guys drinking? Like,
Which
are you
we were.
are you babysitting?"
I'm pretty sure
but
she
this is
saw
just
me.
an effort to like make conversation because I didn't know
So
everybody
you
at the
can
table.
make conversation. Oh,
You know what?
when I was in the
Stop.
messages.
It's
All right,
not
go
your
ahead.
turn.
Go ahead.
So I got on them. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are babysitting," like blah blah. Then I walked away, and
Black dress.
he remembers exactly what I had on that night.
Mm-hmm.
I walked away. That was the end of it. Everybody just had fun, chilled the whole night. And then the next day, I get a DM, and it's like, "Yeah, I need to see you.
Oh, she
Outside.
could answer that one though, huh?
I need to see you outside of the club. So something. I think that's all he said. So I'm like, "Yeah, you do." You know me. I'm like, "Yeah, you do." And I sent him my number. And we started texting from there. I'll let you go so you can tell. I'll
let me
pick up
just
after.
jump in. Okay, cool.
Go from the beginning, babe.
Yeah, from the beginning,
Grabs wine.
like she said, she just popped out of nowhere. Wasn't living in Dallas, so when she followed me, we had no mutual friends at all. So I'm like,
I was creeping.
I
was
see.
trying to
So I was
meet
like,
people.
what's going on? Who is she? Went through her pictures, didn't look familiar, but I'm like, she is fine though. So I like some pictures. First of all, like you said, she followed me, so I followed back and like pictures after she liked my pictures. So I played the game. She said she liked my
You ended
pictures,
the
but
game.
you didn't like any of my pictures.
Yes, I did.
She's sticking to the story to this day. She didn't like any of my pictures. I was like, okay, cool. You know, still following though, still posting fire pics, so I'm liking them. So then every now and then she posts a story. You know how y'all women do. Y'all shooting y'all shot is like posting a story
so you can respond to it.
exactly. So I was like, okay, you know, responding here and there. So I responded to a story. I remember exactly what it was. It was like women saying something about dudes asking,
it was
dudes
the
asking,
one where
hey,
it was
what's
like,
wrong?
what's
And
wrong?
dudes,
And we say
she
nothing. And then we say, but I just think it's funny how.
And it's like a whole little
Paragraph.
script scroll thing. And I responded, I was like, we not reading all that. We gonna read maybe the first couple of lines, the middle, and then the end. And that's it. So she went on talking about, we put so much into that.
I know,
and we
yeah.
spent, I
Oh,
like,
you
nah.
really remember about
Oh,
this?
yeah. I remember exactly everything. And y'all about to hear it right now. So yeah, I remember all of that. And then we went for about 2 or 3 messages, and then boom, nothing. I was the last one. She left me on red. So
I
then,
just found that out the other day.
yeah, she tried to prove me wrong, but we found that out. We had the
I was trying to
screenshots.
prove him wrong, like, yeah, I responded, blah, blah, blah. I opened the message and it was like, maybe I did.
Exactly. So I left, okay, cool. She, she's a busy woman apparently, so no hard feelings. Went on about my life. Tried to do it again, shoot my shot once again. And she said so. She was saying something.
No, I
She was
posted
saying
something about guys shooting their shot. And he said, shoot your shot 2K18.
Even left an emoji.
That was it.
Shoot your shot 2K18.
You didn't
If
leave
you
an
were
emoji.
I left an emoji. If you were really into somebody, you would have found a way to make,
You didn't sign up
you
my
coulda-
DMs. I didn't know if I was
you could have
into you.
laughed. I sent the
I didn't see it.
LOL.
Maybe. But what do you say to shoot your shot 2K18? Like, that's not shooting your shot. That's just agreeing with it.
If you like the man that's saying that, y'all gonna say something. Or if he even thinks he likes you or wanted to go further, y'all gonna say something. Anyway, she didn't say a thing to that. So I was like, oh, wow. All right. That was what, strike 2, strike 3? That was probably like strike 2.
2.
Might as well have been 3. So anyway, after that, I said nothing at all. Then here comes 2019. Like you said, we met through our good friends, the ACs.
Follow them. I'm going to put their Instagrams on here. Shout out to the ACs. We owe you one day.
And we do. We give you a percentage of...
A percentage of why we're together.
Yeah. Get a good little 10% at least. Because...
Okay, so if they get 10%...
Like I said, I almost gave up, really. It was almost over.
He said I didn't respond
It was
Like,
almost over. I was about to call it quits. Okay, that was strike 2. I'll let y'all know what strike 3 is. That was strike 2. So when we finally met, like I said, it was through the ACs. She saw on Jess's story that they were going out. We had some guys coming in town, so.
And mind you, I don't even go out. So like, when I saw that she was going out, I was like, you've been in the house for all these days. She doesn't even go out because she has the baby and, you know, a whole family. So she doesn't usually go out. So when I saw she was going out, I was like, where are you guys going? And I was just sitting in the house, like literally in bed, ready to go to sleep. I saw she was going out. She was like, we're going here. Come with us.
Remember she said that in bed.
I got dressed.
Not ready to get up or anything. No, just this. No. Go ahead.
So.
Remember.
This was like an act in itself because I usually don't even go out. So I don't know if this was God or what. Like, get up so you could go meet your new man.
Right. Now, so like I said, it was through the ACs. So we met, well, they made it there to the club and I got there. Like I said, I saw my people, dapped everybody up, gave Jess a hug. Then I noticed JaLisa in the back. So I was like, once again, didn't know her. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, you know. Good to see you. So everybody else went in and Sarah was on one side with the people she knew, the ACs, and then me and my youngins, we were on the other side, our rookies and everybody else, we were on the other side. So halfway through the club, you know, night going on, she just popped over out of nowhere. I already have my drink. She, oh, y'all not drinking? Oh, okay. No, trying to get me drunk.
No, I was trying to make conversation.
I definitely had a drink in my hand. She could see it was gone. This was probably like the second or third drink plus, you know, whatever else. And definitely.
Okay, babe.
I'm just saying. So, then, okay, yeah, yada, 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 you know. Then she walked away. She had a nice black dress on, so she, you know, let you do that little switch so you can. I think we talked maybe for like a second before y'all left. It was like, okay, talk a little, whatever. So then next day, I hit her up on Instagram. It's like,
oh, mind you, we kept saying, you look familiar, but
yeah.
I don't know from where.
I kept telling her she looked familiar.
I thought he was like BSing.
Playing games. She thought I was playing games.
Oh, you look familiar. Oh, yeah, no.
Which would come up
but in reality,
a few more
we
times.
Actually now know
right.
why.
So actually, before the night was over, I was like, oh, that's JaLisa from Instagram. So I was like, oh. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
From Instagram?
So then I was like, before they left, I said, all right, yeah, I'm a DM you. I mean, not knowing if she's gonna answer or not from her past history. But anyway, so the next day I DM'd her and was like, yeah, we need to see each other outside of the club. And
hey, no, come here.
Together. So I told her we need to see each other outside of the club, and you know, we exchanged numbers and whatnot. So then, remember when she said that she followed me first? I did not know that she unfollowed me. So after we did our little messaging and everything, I get another notification that says, JaLisaEVaughn is now following you. Ouch. You unfollowed me.
Because you didn't reach out. Like, what? I'm supposed to sit here and wait?
Geez. So anyway, time goes by. This is like between 3 weeks of me just trying to see her outside of the club, which didn't happen for about 3 weeks.
Okay. Can I interject?
Go ahead, interject.
So, mind you, I had just gotten out of something that was like utterly and completely disgusting. So I was not interested in like talking to anybody, like no forms of it. So when he was like reaching out, I'm like, okay, you know, you automatically think like I met you out, so this isn't gonna go anywhere. Like I met you in a club, like this is not gonna go anywhere. He's probably trying to play around and blah, blah, blah. So you just think that, and then I guess I wasn't right, but I was just like not interested. Like I was responding to conversation, but kind of like half responding. But then he had like good conversation, so I was like, okay, well at least if it's somebody to just text, like this is still cool.
On good conversation.
Yeah, he had really good conversation, so I was like, even if it's just a text, okay, cool. But when it came to hanging out, I'm like,
she was about to be a text, but he had another thing coming.
Oh,
oh, since she did go back and give you that, I also had a couple things going on. Prior to, off and on, back and forth.
So neither one of us were like interested.
Yeah, we weren't just fully in. So, you know, when I told her, I was like, okay, I saw her page. She looked like wifey material. So it was like, I was just gonna, you know, be playing those games.
Yeah.
So, okay, yes. So that's why I didn't go like full force in her inboxes.
Trying to reach out. Okay.
Because, you know, since she didn't continue it, it's like I'm not just gonna dive in full ahead while I had these other things.
So let me translate this for my followers, for my subscribers, so you guys can really understand what he's saying. Okay. He's saying that he had other things going on and had a lot of baggage, so he waited to reach out until that was done and settled because he thought that I was wifey type. So he like waited, which is why he didn't fully reach out. He was just like lingering conversation. At
this time, we have each other's numbers. I'm hitting her up over a course of like 3 weeks. She had a big campaign at one point.
The Dos Equis campaign, guys.
Dos Equis campaign, pretty big campaign. So
complex medicine.
I think like that morning or something, or maybe the day before, I hit her up and said, you know, what you doing either today or tomorrow. Whenever I hit her up, I was asking her what she was doing for the day. She's like, oh, see, I got a big campaign and, you know, it's probably going to be running all day. But if I have time later in the day.
It was literally all day. I was not.
If I have time later in the day, then, you know, we might be able to see each other. So Jess was also doing the campaign. And of course, I followed Jess because we went to school. We were all at Baylor together. So, the Baylor University. Okay. So, you know, later on in the day, probably around like 6 or 7 o'clock, I see Jess at home. You know, she posted a story at home.
She's like, finish the day.
You know, so I'm just
such a good shoot. I still hadn't hit him up. And he was like, okay, cool. So I guess it's done now.
Yeah, you know, this was pretty much around the time where I just like,
fine.
Yeah, I pretty much gave up. Oh, and yeah, it was almost out of there. One day I was just, you know, I get my pedicures on the usual. Gotta keep the feet good.
His feet are actually nicer than mine. It's annoying.
You know, gotta take care of the feet. So I think we're just texting throughout the day. She was like, you know, what you about to do? And I told her, you know, I'm just about to go get a pedicure. So at this point, right before this, she had already told me that, yeah, let the truth be told. She had already told me, giving a disclaimer. Ladies, y'all know y'all do this. Giving a disclaimer. Oh, I'm already in bed.
That's not what
I'm already in bed. And so
he asked what I was doing, and I'm like, I'm in bed watching Netflix, like chilling.
Right. So where I was going to get my pedicure, it was probably maybe 30 minutes from her, and this was around like almost 3 or 4 o'clock. So it was going to be traffic. So I'm thinking, yeah, she's not about to get up. Okay, so I told her, look, I'm going to this location. If you want to come, you can come.
He said, well, I'm going to get a pedicure. You can come if you want to.
So let's say, okay, yes. I said
so
like that.
You don't think I'm about to get up? I said, put on my clothes.
Mind you, so as you just heard, the only reason that she really showed up is because she's petty. Petty LaBelle. That's the only reason she showed up.
You just doubted me.
If I would have been like, hey, you want to come get a pedicure with me? Well, I'm already in bed. I'm sorry. She would have just used that one.
I was relaxing and chilling. That meaning I didn't have anything to do.
So anyway, we get there. I pull up. She said, hey, I'm there. Oh, okay. Because she beat me there. I was like, okay. No,
see?
She actually came up.
Skirt. Pull up on them like that.
Yeah, anyway. Still, at the time, she just wanted a free pedicure. Okay.
A pedicure.
Oh, okay. Women, y'all know what y'all do. Oh, pedicure, dinners.
It's a free meal.
Yeah. Dude hit you up. Probably name saved under free meal. Exactly. Exactly. So.
Not this girl. We are past that phase.
Yes, we are. So, all right. So we pull up, we go inside, get our pedicures going. So she works on her phone a lot, which I'm just meeting her like really for the first time. So
he's
I'm
like,
not knowing all this. She's on her phone. Like we're in the chair right now. She's talking to me like this, you know, she'll look over every now and and then just keep going. I'm like, geez.
I was not that bad.
I mean, she was already there, so it wasn't like she could go anywhere. So I just kept the conversation going whenever I could.
You weren't even
and then to me. I was forcing conversation. Another disclaimer in my head where she told, you know, my family just came in town. So I'm thinking, dang, she already trying to get out of the date.
We were in revival for church. I was in revival and it started that night. But I was like, I have church later. So I'm going to come, but I have to go back to church. So to him, he's like, oh, she's already providing a disclaimer so she could get her pedicure and get out of there. Mm-hmm. Like her family's in town and she has church. Like she's not interested. She's just coming for this and she's leaving.
She probably, like, in my mind, she probably would have like said she had to go pick up her kid or something if I didn't follow her already. So she's like, oh, he follows me. I can't use that one. You know, she's using one of those. Call me in a little bit. Tell me you need me. Tell me come quick.
What kind of girls
Craig's
do you
in
date?
trouble.
Are you kidding me?
But anyway, so yeah. So like I said, another 2 disclaimers from what I'm thinking. You know, she said, oh, I got church
He was
later.
overthinking everything. Because even when we were leaving, like, I asked him, I was like, oh, so what are you doing after? Like, waiting for him to be like, oh, you want to go get food or something? He's like, going to get food?
Mind you, this is 3 weeks after we had initially met in the club. So I finally get to see her out. And she's already telling me, oh, we got church later. Oh, you didn't tell them
Jess told you don't give in?
Oh, yeah, Jess was telling me, you know, since they were good friends, so they were already knew each other. And she was like, yeah, she's good people. Come with your A game. And I was just like, she's a little busy, but we'll see what happens.
Don't you want that in a woman?
What?
I mean, not to be too busy for you, but
exactly.
I had stuff going on.
I mean, it's a good sign, but at the same time, it was from our prior interaction of you leaving me on red.
You're right.
Like I said, strike 3, right? During the pedicure, she was like, yeah, my family came in town out of nowhere. I didn't even know they were coming.
That was my excuse for my mom being on the phone.
I didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking, okay, lay them all out there. I mean, you're here now, so after this, you can just be done with it. That's all in my head. So then we finish, and she already said she got church later. So I'm thinking, you know, this is like around 4:30. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, she got to get back during traffic. So, you know, I ain't going to fight it. So she said, you know, we were about to leave and everything. And yeah, she's asked what you about to do. I said, I'm about to go eat. Didn't invite her.
Didn't invite me. Like, how rude.
So I can take another L? No. But anyway, she said, oh, okay, well, we'll talk later. Didn't believe that either.
Did we talk later?
Probably thanks to me.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'm just going to rewind, like, throughout the first, you know, 1, 2, 3 weeks after meeting in the club, I would text her, like...
I was responding.
So she would respond. She would be the type to respond, like, every few hours or, like, at the end of the day. You know how the memes would say, oh, LOL, fell asleep. 3 months later, oh, yeah, sorry, fell asleep. That was kind of how it was, like, throughout the day.
He's not being honest with you guys.
It really... We would respond, like... She would respond a few messages through the day, but I knew she was busy, so I just left it at that. So at the time that we actually met and I was about to leave from the pedicures, I was just like, okay, if I hear from her, I hear from her. Then our actual date after that, it was a wine date. It was a wine date, right?
We had a wine date, and before we went there, he was like, because we had like already discovered that we both like wine, like through texting and stuff like that. So he was like, well, do you want me to find a place for us to go? Or we can do it at my house, only if you're comfortable though, or I'll research somewhere else to go. So the fact that he was even that sensitive to like wonder that, and I knew that I had already known him through people and like know people close to him to like know that he's like a good guy. I was like, no, we could do it at your house, like, you know, something quick. And it was right by where I used to live, so like I knew the area, all that stuff. Providing a disclaimer, because not all guys can you go to their house on the second date-ish. So, ladies,
gotta be a good
know
man.
that now. Gotta be a good man, and you only if you know people who know him, and like know him well.
Which she didn't really believe the people. When they were telling her.
Okay, so I knew that they knew him, they knew his family, they knew all that stuff. But all girls know, like, if you are asking like somebody's close friends or family about them, like if somebody asked me about my brother, like, oh, is he a good guy, like, blah, blah, blah. Of course you're gonna be like, he's an amazing man, like, he's so good, he's so great. So people were telling me stuff and I'm like, yeah, all right, like, okay, cool, you're gassing it because you want this to work or you want him to like get me. And no, not with Jess, but like there were other people who I was like questioning, like, I don't know if I trust all that you saying, like, of how amazing he is. I mean, I later realized he was. You know. But at first I was like, yeah, okay.
So yes, that was the wine date.
I think the rest is history then.
Yeah, the rest is pretty much history. You did the wine date, and of course we had more discussions and talks and figure out that, you know, she really just trying to be just like me. So you would hear me call her twin.
Which is why he calls me twin. If anybody, since I've tagged him on Instagram, I'm sure you guys have gone over to his page to see that he calls me twin.
Yeah, she wants to do everything like me, you know.
We're both Capricorns.
Be a Capricorn like me, drink wine like me. I mean, the list really goes on.
We're both OCD, but he's worse.
I can't lie, I'm really bad.
He's really bad. Like, I remember this was like right at the beginning of us dating, and I was at his house and I turned the calendar.
No.
Yes. You can't. Let me tell my story. I turned the calendar because I saw that it was on the previous day. And right after I left, he called me like, did you change my calendar? Did you flip over my calendar?
Okay, look, I am OCD, but that wasn't being OCD. I was making sure that I wasn't tripping because I didn't remember flipping it already. So.
Yep.
The rest is history. And to this day, we thank the ACs.
Thank you.
For plugging us. My family loves him. My grandma got him a Christmas gift. He came home with me for Thanksgiving, you guys saw. If you guys have questions about, we could do like a Q&A or something. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comments below. Let us know what type of videos you want to see from the both of us, because as you can see, he's okay with doing videos with me. I was always like scared, like getting into a relationship that I actually like trusted enough to share with you guys. Wondering if like the person who I'm with will shy away from the cameras or be like, that's your job, not mine. Like, I'm not interested. But I figured since he's okay and God sent me a man that is okay with being in my videos and
no problem
meeting my subscribers and my audience and all that stuff. Thank you, God. Let us know what videos you guys want to see and what you guys want to know. We'll share as much as we're okay with sharing. I love you guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Stay tuned for the next video. Drop questions and video suggestions below. Peace out.
The pressure.
A thread.
I see like. Oh, oops.
No, you're fine. I'm being dramatic. But do you see a thread?
I see. What do you mean thread? Like in the ponytail part? Like right here?
Like.
I see it. I'm cutting that?
Yeah, cut that.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Dr. J. All right.
That's not it, babe. Babe, do not cut my hair.
Wait, which one of this is? Oh well.
Babe!
I'm gonna let God. Lisa Bob.
What'd you say, babe?
I don't know how y'all do all this hair on the back of your neck, cause
it itches.
it is.
Are you having fun?
Looks like a mane.